Please listen carefully.
Hello, universe, and welcome to the Optimist Daily Update. I'm Amelia Buckley.
And I'm Summers McKay.
And we're part of the team behind the Optimist Daily, making solutions the news. We bring you reader-funded solutions news every day in order to change the tenor of news media, social media, and the direction of your day to one focused on solutions.
7 days a week, we publish positive news stories written by award-winning journalists and delivered online to your inbox and through our social channels. And also, we are sharing these solutions in a commute-worthy, walk-worthy, home office-worthy, on an airplane to somewhere tropical-worthy podcast. Today is Thursday, the 23rd of September, 2021. So Amelia and I were just having super FOMO while looking at one of our team members' Instagrams.
She's on her way to Mexico, and we're kind of jealous.
Yep. Ariel. Oh, many of you guys have heard, and Ariel's joined the podcast before, so you guys can join us in our utter jealousy of her adventures. I'm so excited, though, that she is going on a trip and taking a little space and break and inspiration, but we are super jelly. If you could go anywhere
on the pod and talk about it when she gets back.
We'll have her come back and regale us with her tales of tropical adventures. So if you could go anywhere in the world right now on vacation, where would you go?
I really want to backpack through New Zealand. That's been high on my list for a while. But I got to do it when I can go for like a full 3 weeks, so that because it's so far away that I want to be able to do everything there. So
hopefully like that's not a quickie trip at all. Yeah, I think in the unencumbered world of where I would vacation, I would go spend a month on Roatan. I would go dive in Roatan and rent a house, and Brennan and my husband and perhaps our older children, not sure if they'd want to join us, would eat nothing but fish and mangoes for a month.
That's what I've been missing, honestly, most moving out of California is seafood. There is seafood here, but it's just not quite as available or as affordable.
Oh my gosh, you and I are both these like California expats here, like true confessions of California expats. But I today saw someone was asking like in one of my dorky like Facebook groups about cat lovers, like how do you keep your cats from going to the bathroom in your potted plants? Which, by the way, we could make a solution on the Optimist Daily. And so I said
spray bottles.
Spray bottles, but also river rocks, right? River rock on top of the soil will keep the kitty cats out of it because they don't like to go there. And this woman commented back, "Oh, that's such a great idea. I'm going to go to the beach and collect stones." And I was like, wah, wah, wah.
Well, we will be doing stone collecting and fish eating on our next trips to California, I'm sure. And part of the reason that I like to eat fish is that it's part of the Mediterranean diet, which is good for your gut.
Let's talk some gut health. We should just get into these solutions because, as it turns out, gut health, we're having more like introception stories and gut health stories. And today's headline, we're actually going to just touch on one because we're kind of busy, but today's headline reads, gut health therapies could prevent brain damage in premature infants. Now, we've covered it a billion times. What we eat impacts our health. Our microbiomes, or our gut health, has been linked to everything from Alzheimer's to even personal body image. Remember our interoception article. New research from the University of Vienna demonstrates that gut bacteria could be a key factor in the brain health of premature infants. In what scientists call the gut immune brain axis, the gut is a strong leader in healthy overall equilibrium and immune system. Infants born prematurely, that connection can be disruptive, leading to potential brain damage. Now, David Berry researchers quoted as saying, "In fact, we have been able to identify certain patterns in the microbiome and immune response that are clearly linked to the progression of severity and brain injury." Amelia, how did they figure this out?
So the study was really interesting. They followed 60 premature infants that were all born between 28 weeks gestation, which is actually significantly premature. All born before 28 weeks gestation. Mm-hmm. And they took EEGs and MRIs of their brains, as well as looking at their gut health through blood and stool samples. And they were able to determine that premature birth was generally associated with an overgrowth of one type of specific bacterium called Klebsiella. I believe that's how it's pronounced, and also with elevated T cell levels. And these factors appeared to exacerbate brain damage. This is a baseline study, so they don't have any concrete recommendations for therapies based on it yet, but essentially they hope that moving forwards, as they continue to monitor these infants, they're going to come up with gut health therapies that will boost gut health in these infants, but also prevent them from experiencing brain damage in infancy and as they age.
Exactly. We know that there was another study that came out that children who were delivered naturally through the vaginal canal were more likely to have consumed some of basically maternal poop, and that increased their microbiome's reaction. So it's just really interesting that kind of coming up with understanding the impact is going to lead to, and some of the grosser stuff on how like a microbiome gets set at birth, how it can all lead in the right direction to helping premature and neonatal infants as they are entering this world. So Amelia, what else? We've got some other great headlines on the Optimist Daily today, and I'm sorry I have to cut us short, but the site is popping. Yesterday we had like more listens than ever on our episode with Nini Munoz. So let's just like get to it quick and send everybody on their way.
All right. Well, the rest of our stories today, we have want better sleep, try getting outside. I'm a big advocate for that one. Phoenix is using green space to tackle urban heat disparities. That ties into our view from last weekend. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Vertical modular farms aim to solve the problem of urban food deserts. Environmental DNA monitoring is the conservation tool of the future. This company offers accessible pharmacy services for the vision impaired. Sunlight and salt water is all you need for this electricity-free cooling system.
Ooh, we'll take that with us on our vacations, clearly.
Exactly. All right, we have 3 more. Oh, okay, what are the rest
benefits of working out in the nude? Let's do it. Wild Solutions, Bruce the parrot makes his own prosthetic beak. And arachnophobia? There's an app for that. That and much, much more, as always, guys, is available on optimistdaily.com. Check us out, and if you've got the means, become an emissary and support reader-funded independent journalism. Help us continue to cover current events with accuracy, legitimate sources, and offer you the information needed most to chart new paths for all of us. Everybody, let's keep the Optimist Daily free to all who need it, supported by those who can. Have a great day, folks.